Our idea and our reason for being in the woods is that we want to create something that takes people away from the madness of the world out there and just remind people of traditional ideas like storytelling, spending time with your family, getting out in the wild, going on an adventure, but also something that had a real kind of Christmas charm to it. Rogue started in 2004. Pretty early on, and we realised that we were kind of a catalyst for each other's creativity.
Our first show we did was part of a touring production, and we toured to venues all around the UK to maybe 150 people if we were lucky. Working really hard, big setups, one day get-ins, get-outs, and we decided to take a bit of a breather and go, what do we want to be as Rogue? Who are we? We're pushing really hard this touring work, and we came to the woods, and in the first weekend 2,000 people came, and we were like, oh right, okay.
And we felt like we were home. It was like suddenly we just kind of got this sense of like, this is us.
It just sparked something in us, and it was totally unexpected and really exciting.
And our philosophy has always been charge the tickets as low as possible so the most amount of people can take part. And then our theory proved right, that lots of people came in mid-December in the middle of a woodland in Cornwall.
In the rain and the wind. Everyone gets together, they put on their wellies, they put on their raincoats. So they go through, they meet the fairies of Winterwood, they meet Old Man Winter, they get to the marquee, they sit down, have a hot chocolate, and they get immersed into a story. And we really focus on nostalgia and stories that are really accessible for Christmas.
And often they have like a community message, or they have a human message.
Yes. It became really obvious really quickly that making work in the woods was really unconventional, and we were seeing a lot of people coming to our shows that wouldn't normally go to theatre. It's a really important part of what we do is making sure that our activities and our shows are accessible and available and affordable for everyone.
But it changes the shape of the audience, because we have lords and ladies sat next to people who have no money, who've been afforded to come by somebody else. And they're all sat side by side experiencing a human story, and for us, that's what theatre is. That's what it's always done, and that's where it needs to be.
We work as an ensemble and very collaborative teams. Everyone gets in to devise and create the work.
We are definitely animals that are defined by our own sense of freedom and being able to do what we want. I've always had this idea that the way that we see the world is shaped by our imaginations, and I think that the opportunity, one, to disappear into our imaginations, and two, to ignite other people's imaginations is actually a really rewarding experience.